Yes, hi all. So here we go. Brand new product here to try on my pair of shoes. So thank you to Graham Garlic for these. So I've been working with Graham Garlic on these. Obviously Graham Garlic has done most of the work, of course. I've just given him sort of dimensions and photographs and things like that, you know, and ideas. But Graham's done a majority of work on these. So thank you, Graham, for these. This is the first sample set. So we know that the Nike is good because I've had one pair of these before, which I put on the pair of shoes I did about a month ago with a modified toe. So this is the next sets of those. So those should be good to use. And obviously the mags, he's done a lot of work on these, sort of resizing them. It's very, very difficult, obviously, to get the exact font because, of course, the font isn't out there from Nike. So you have to sort of like, you know, get it in there, design it, widen it, all this sort of stuff. So I think these look really good. These look really, really crisp. Whilst they're not exactly the same font, they're a very, very lovely looking font and they look very, very modern. So I think they're going to look absolutely fabulous. And the plan with these is that in Europe and say United Kingdom, for example, you can't easily go and get a set, you know, of thick letters at a good price. You have to buy either the Air Mag King ones on the rubber and cut each individual letter out and file them all down, which takes ages and it's quite a lot of money. Or you can go to Australia and get a set of sort of rubber letters, which are basically known as the best letters you can get. But obviously you have to go to Australia to get those. There might be other options globally, but that's kind of it. The ones on eBay are really, really thin, and I feel that, in my opinion, I would not use those ones at all because I don't think that they look right. Whereas these, hopefully, will look really, really good. So I made these myself out of foam. I just cut them out, stuck them on. I'm going to peel these off until I know the Nikes will be good on there, get them centered spot on, and then put the mags on, and hopefully there's enough, hopefully the glue and the plastic, the material is good enough to sort of curve slightly into here. So that is the main thing with these. Will these things curve on there? And secondly, of course, will they look good? This is a sample set, you know, so if any of you printed, you know, a few millimeters larger as well, I'm sure Graham will be all over doing that as well. So I'll put them on, see how they look, and go from there. And then if they're good, once they're sort of developed, they can then be put up for sale. Graham can print them for people. I'll then put them on this shoe here. But I can't put one on this shoe here though until this shoe here is also painted. This is the one I'm working on at the moment. So there's a few things going on. But thank you, Graham, for the effort on these so far. And yes, I shall get on with it now and peel these off and see how they look. Right, it's okay. So they're now fitted. So you see the white marks on there. Basically, the white marks are due to the fact that you have to bend the letters, which is really easy. To say against some wood like this. Up and down and left to right and diagonally as well, to sort of get all the different curves of the shoe. But yes, it went on, glued on. Once I bent it, which is really, really easy, they went on really nicely. And they say there's no signs as well of the actual plastic actually cracking, because this plastic, I'd say, is very, very flexible. So it just sort of bent and then remained in that position. So that's great. So obviously now you've got the marks on it. So colour-wise, actually, I really like the colour. But obviously it's now got the marks on. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try a shoe. This is the paint I normally use for Mag, so obviously it's more blue than the original shoe should be more green. But I'm going to try it with blue anyway, and if it's any good, that's great. And if it's not, then of course I can go out and see if I can get some more of this more sort of turquoisey green. Just try and error, that's all. But with nail varnish, glossy, you just put it on. If you don't like it, you can change the colour. Right, let me go for this one. Right then, yes, here we go then. So let me just flip this round. Try not to get my hand in the light, but that looks really good. So that's the first coat of some Barry M nail varnish that the wife didn't like, a little hand-me-down there that I tend to use for the speckles, and that looks good. Obviously, you know, I'll look into getting some of this sort of turquoise colour for this to put on there. So that's what I will do next time I'm at the shops. But for now, in terms of the font, the size, I think that looks really good. I love that. You know, and so with Graham, thank you, Graham, for these. You know, Graham, once we've absolutely confirmed this is sweet, Graham can sell you these, print these out, post them to Happy Days. There we are. That looks really nice. Let's flick that around. Cool. And so these are the AliExpress shoes, fitted with the EL Wirecraft lights here and here. Retained original LEDs because they're better for display use, not for sort of originality, just display use. Like so the Air Mag King bubbles here, which are the deeper bubbles. and then the Graham Garlic lettering on the back, painted with one coat of the Barry M. I must say, I think that looks really good. You know, love it. And the fact that, you know, they're thick as well, so they stand off much better than the stickers that you can potentially get, I'd say. Great, thanks for watching. Cheers, and thank you to Graham Garlic for all the effort on those. They look great. Cheers.